Manchester City on a mission and very much on a roll. In November of 2022, Arsenal concluded a winning run of 14 games in a row. That's a record that's in peril. All eyes on the form side anywhere in the English women's game right now. 12 league wins in a row, 4 to play, with Chelsea not in league action this weekend or next, and City hosting second from bottom West Ham, with a chance to take a 3-point lead in another title race that looks well set for a photo finish on the final day. There is genuinely every chance of that happening. 2 years ago, Chelsea pipped Arsenal. Last spring, it was United. This year, it is Manchester City's turn to try and grab the crown that the Blues have been wearing since 2020. Chelsea will be playing catch-up again, as they did with Arsenal 2 years ago and Manchester United last term. Chelsea playing so well against Barcelona yesterday, and they played them again in the second leg of that European semi-final on Saturday, so they'll have 2 games in hand on Manchester City, whose job is to make sure they are 6 points clear at that point. You rarely get many changes from Gareth Taylor. There is one today, and it is at full-back, with Kasper Wright out. Leila Wahabi returning. That'll mean Laia Alexandri more than likely will flip over to right back. Mary Fowler continuing to keep Chloe Kelly out. Bunny Shaw continuing to score goals. It's a good bench as well, with plenty of experience in the likes of Stokes, Horton, Kelly, and youth as well. Ruby Mason, new signing Laura Blinkhilde-Brown. For West Ham United, a couple of changes. The good news for them is that Jess Ziu is fit following a hamstring issue, so she will join the attack with Ueki and Asai. While Hawa Sissoko returns to what will have to be a reshuffled defence. Lots of centre-backs in there. The role of Shimizu will be interesting. 2 changes for the Hammers. Snurler and Harries are the pair who have dropped to the bench. Mackenzie Arnold, when you come here as a visiting keeper, you expect to have to deal with Bunny Shaw and a seriously good attack that scores a seriously large amount of goals. Mackenzie Arnold wearing the armband. Alex Greenwood for Manchester City as ever. Abby Byrne is the referee. City's job is to make sure they win them all. 4 out of 4. That'll make Chelsea have to win all of them too. And were that to happen, and it's not unlikely, folks, it really isn't, then the title would be decided on goal difference. There is a genuinely big chance that that drama awaits us on the final day. Mackenzie Arnold has flipped the sides around here. Maybe that was an instruction from Rianne Skinner. Not often you see that. Former Hammer will get us going. Yui Hasegawa. Simple equation for Manchester City. Win the game, go 3 points clear. No greater incentive. Win the last 3 as well and see what happens with Chelsea. Sounds simple enough, doesn't it? They have made it look simple enough so far, it has to be said. A winning machine, and on the attack straight away here. Fowler, wide on the right. And the versatile Laia Alexandri feeding it forward brilliantly here for Park. Lovely skip clear. Pulls it back. Oh, what a start. 24 seconds. Leila Wahabi. Astonishing. And a tribute to Sandy McIver in the celebration too. Goalkeeper out of action, but this is astonishing. And of course, Jess Park is involved. She always is at the moment. What a cool finish too. Nightmare for West Ham. Dream start for title-chasing Manchester City. Even by their standards, that is sharp. Red carded on the opening day against West Ham. An opening goal before we've even played half a minute here. Wow. West Ham were coming here hoping against expectation, I guess, to give the narrative a twist, and Chelsea a surprise lift. City know they play these back-to-back games against the division's bottom two, because they've got Bristol City next before Chelsea play their next league game. So far for them, it's working out on grass as it should on paper. You would expect Manchester City to boss possession. Doubt if West Ham would change anything they're doing, because they've conceded in the first minute. Certainly can't go too hard too soon. That's a good ball. Lauren Hemp has it. Good ball from her too. Bunny Shaw, it's two! They're supposed to be nervous, they're supposed to be under pressure. They've scored twice in the opening 3 minutes. Bunny Shaw gets to 20 already and sets a new WSL record in the process. 10 games in a row with a goal and/or assist. It's never been done until now. That's on the personal front, but on the team front, Manchester City are already heading for the top of the league again. There are fast starts, and then there's this. And what you would say is, with West Ham shell-shocked by this and Manchester City flying high, given the goal difference factor that is in play now and could well be on the final day, surely they keep their foot on the pedal here and go for an absolute thumping. They win this, and it's going to take something to stop that now. 3 points clear of Chelsea, and right now, goal difference is 39 each. Chelsea have scored 2 goals more, so it really is set for a stunning finish. It has been a stunning start. West Ham just trying to get some time on the ball. Here's Hiyashi. Wakey running the channel. Leila Wahabi got there. The offside was flagged anyway. Should have mentioned, by the way, it's Leila Wahabi's first Manchester City goal. Didn't get one last year in her first season with the club. All your nightmares coming true if you're Rianne Skinner. an underdog going away to an informed giant. I think all the cliches apply. Just try and keep it tight for a bit, frustrate them. Keep it low-key, don't get them involved. 2-0 down in 2 minutes and 50-odd seconds.
Good, Jess, stay positive. Narrow early, Rico.
And already it's taken slightly the edge off the atmosphere, curiously. It's gone quiet as Kennedy plays one forward. I think Manchester City should go hard for this, and I expect they will. Yuri Hasegawa doing her bit to win the ball back against her former club. A couple of summers ago, Hasegawa came from West Ham. This season she is Manchester City's only outfield ever present. She actually scored in a win here for West Ham in October 2021, Hasegawa. The other 9 matches between these two clubs in the WSL have ended with a Manchester City win. And unless something pretty special happens here, this one's going to as well. Greenwood. Another assist for Lauren Hemp. Second goal, teeing up Bunny Shaw. What a pipeline that has been. Fowler. Greenwood, they're not even thinking about pressing hard and high at the moment, West Ham. At least they've managed to calm it down for 5 minutes. Small steps and all that. This is Sissoko. Tiziak will be in the middle of their back three. Oh, it's given away cheaply. They can't afford that. Arnold out of jail. They're good enough without help, Manchester City. Bunny Shaw's already matched her tally of last season when she finished 2 behind Rachel Daly of Aston Villa in the WSL charts. 22 for Daly, 20 for Shaw. She's done it again already. Little risky from Greenwood into Hasegawa. A rare touch here for Chiara Keating. A little bit unlucky with an own goal going to her in the last game they played a very, very long time ago. Liverpool before the international break. It's an amazing shot from Taylor Hines, one of those that comes back off the woodwork, hits the diving keeper and goes in. Stunning goal, but technically an own goal. Greenwood into Coombs. They don't want to slow this down, Man City, I don't think, but they have been a little. Now they go. Hasegawa and Laila Wahabi's hungry and interested, and Luke Denton's beaten her to it. Zipped through to Laila Wahabi. Oohs and ahs and a little palm away. Kenzie Arnold got a clean sheet here in that October 21 win. Hasegawa scored against her soon-to-be club. It's actually a fair few still at West Ham who were involved in that 3 years ago, Arnold included. She got away with one here, though. Playing a dangerous game, giving the league's top scorer the ball 18 yards out for free. Actually, for Arnold, the shot wasn't one of Shaw's better ones.
Setting
Lauren Hemp on her way. And she's got the better of Denton. Typical trickery and endeavour from Lauren Hemp. Manchester City corner. Alec Denton and Lisa Shimizu on the right side of that defence, wing back and right centre half, are going to have an awful lot of work to do in there. Covering midfielder, should I say. Slightly different role for her today. I wonder if Anouk Denton had a sleepless night thinking about Lauren Hemp. She took that blow pretty hard there, Shimizu. Fowler coming short. Hasegawa. Closing down from Viviane Assaye to at least force Manchester City back, and Assaye telling her teammates, get up. Inevitably, perhaps, from this onslaught, they dropping deeper than they probably should. Hemp spinning. Hasegawa. It's another effort on target.
Yes, come on, come on.
19th game for Manchester City in the WSL this season, and the 19th that the former Hammer Hasegawa has started. Hasn't got a league goal yet. One in the cup against Tottenham. Wouldn't be surprised if she popped up with one today. It's the way things are so often in football at all levels. X-factor goals.
Push in a bit, push Anouk up a little bit. Let them do that.
Instruction for Hawa Sissoko. Rianne Skinner. It's had a bit better 2024 and needed it. An okay start to the season. Looked like they could see what they were trying to do, but then they had 3 months of pretty much relentless losing. They are 5 without a win right now, West Ham. They beat relegation rivals at the time, Bristol City, expectedly, and then not expectedly at all, straight afterwards beat Arsenal from behind. But since then, 2 points from 15. We did hold Man United to a draw last month, drew 0-0 with Brighton last time out. Rare clean sheet. A pretty unlucky defeat to Chelsea as well in there, so they played a little bit better than 2 points from 15 might suggest. But clearly, coming here was going to be a tough one anyway, with the start they've had. Proverbial mountain to climb. Laia Alexandri. Mustn't slow the pace down, Manchester City. Park. No danger of that happening with her around. Hasegawa going for the killer ball. He's asking a lot of Laia Alexandri, but she's got there. That is superb. Oh, she didn't keep it in. There's a flag waving over there. It's Hemp, excuse me, but it looked quite tight, that. Lauren Hemp was pleading the case. She just flipped sides with Fowler. Just have a look here. Is that out of play? Guess the assistant had a better view of it than we did. Coombs on Smith, free kick. Zadorsky back there too. There's Kirsten Kasparai. And wearing the cap on the right of the two wearing caps is Jill Roord.
Hold on, Jess.
Her ACL injury ending her season. It's brought Jess Park into the side. That is the silver lining to the cloud of the Roord injury. Zadorsky to Shimizu. Composed from Leila Wahabi, neatly done by Park.
You can keep going there. Reece is with you.
Feels comfortable. Curiously quiet at the Joy Stadium. The noise will always go up when Lauren Hemp gets on the ball. Firing it into Shaw. His touch was pretty impressive, actually. Cross from Coombs. It's just too far for Fowler. Jess Park will pick it up with support from Leila Wahabi. Quite often we'll see Chloe Kelly and Lauren Hemp switching flanks in game for quite big chunks of time, actually. Generally start with Hemp left and Kelly right. But, the same trick goes on with Fowler and Hemp as it's been recently, and that's happening at the moment. That looked like a foul. Given as such. Kennedy.
Oh, come on!
Neatly done. It was squeezed in for a moment there. West Ham didn't do anything wrong, but Manchester City have played around it very well. Despite the efforts of Shimizu, Park still found Fowler. Here's Park again. Beautiful feet. A really good effort too. And if that isn't the action of a seriously confident young player, then nothing is. Nothing on there until she made it so. Superb. So influential in this run of games. You think back a few weeks, got an assist in her first two WSL goals for Manchester City in the space of 7 minutes in the derby win against Manchester United on March the 23rd. Got another goal in the next game against Liverpool. She's teed up the opener here today inside half a minute. Kiara Keating at the other end has had very little to do. The shout from the touchline from Rianne Skinner there is we're too passive.
Be prepared to step in, she. So Hono can stay higher.
It feels comfortable. It looks it. And to be honest, it just is at the moment. Coombs making the darting run. Across comes Amber Tiziak. West Ham cannot get on this ball. Like a fair enough shoulder to shoulder, but the free kick given. Shimizu on Park. And yet more defending for West Ham to do. We've not seen anything of them as an attacking threat so far. They'd have expected to not be on the ball as much. They'd have expected to have to be clinical if the odd chance arrives, but the odd chance hasn't turned up just yet. Greenwood quite often slings that kind of free kick into the box herself with her left foot. Assayi with the closing down here. Just a slightly slack pass for Laila Wahabi. And Assayi has darted in. She's a player with undoubted quality. Might not get the chance to see too much of it today, as West Ham can start imposing themselves in any sense on City here. And again, a bit of a shrug from Assayi. Smacks of a dissatisfied forward who wants more from those around her. And Laila Wahabi can't take that ball and turn. Got to go for the throat here. This game and Bristol City next weekend. Highly likely, especially now, they're going to be 6 points clear of Chelsea before they resume league action. But given that it is the bottom two, big wins, not just wins, have to be the order of the day. They have Arsenal in the running. That's where Chelsea will have some hope that there could be a City slip. Arsenal here, incidentally, penultimate game. They finish away to Villa after the away there at Bristol next weekend. Hasegawa to Hemp. There's probably a feeling that City could pass West Ham to death here and then really make hay later in the game. Entirely possible. Fowler, Park, precision pass for Lauren Hemp. Back on the left again. Hemp clipping it in, dangerous ball, brilliant goal again. Same combo, same result, 3-0. Well, maybe West Ham could get tighter, but sometimes you have to say that if the quality's that good, maybe there's not that much you can do about it. Could they close down Lauren Hemp a bit quicker? Maybe, but the Park pass there is swift. Hemp will do that to anyone. Great cross, brilliant header. Shaw's got 2 again. City have got 3 again. And there's a very, very long time to play. West Ham United be fearing an absolute walloping here. And the great Sean Goethe there would have loved that diving header himself. That was like one of his. Feed the goat and he will score. They used to sing about crossing to Sean Goethe, and feed the bunny and she will score.
Go on, Rico. Come on,
50 WSL goals
come on, Rico. Come
up
on, Rico.
for Bunny Shaw
Good.
in 57 games.
Good.
Well, 56 and a bit.
And again, Ria.
You'd probably think that's the quickest it's ever been done in. It is not. It's the second best. This is Ueki. A West Ham shot. First of any real note, blocked by Kennedy. And they're in. Oh, what a save from Keating. So nearly one back for Viviane Assayi. She couldn't have done much more. That's a top stop. Vivianne Miedema, incidentally, got to her 50 WSL goals in exactly 50 games. Shaw just 7 behind that, second all-time. Sensational. And it's Hemp again, looking for Shaw again. What are they going to do about that, West Ham? It's a similar problem that most sides have found, to be fair. It's not about West Ham, it's about the quality of Lauren Hemp. She is setting up goals galore again. Shaw was loitering again, Shalina Zadorsky nipping in the nick of time. Damage limitation now, you would think, for West Ham, but they did have a chance to pull one back here. Wakey couldn't get the foot on it. Vivianne Asay certainly did. From that range, that's a great sharp stop from Keating. Got the hands up high and quick. Park with her head up and Bunny Shaw in the middle, and it has got there, but only via a deflection from the busy Tiziak, and it's another corner. They can't stem the flow of City attacks here. They are not the first side to find that, in fairness to them. We know about City's monstrous form. They are ruthless at home. They've lost 1 of 28 home league games before this, winning 23 of them, and the goals for gargantuan. Fowler's corner. Shaw trying to nod it back into her teammates this time, and at the moment anywhere will do for the Hammers, and that is hammered a long way clear. They've got to get up the field and trust themselves a little bit, even if it does leave a bit of space in behind. Keep inviting City to score, they probably will. Since November, they've averaged more than 3 goals a game. 5 times this season, Manchester City have scored 4. They got 2 5s and a 7 against Tottenham. No one ever shuts them out, really. It's happened once. And that absolute coupon-busting shock loss here at home to Brighton in mid-November. Leila Wahabi started the fun in the opening minute. Lauren Hemp has set up 2 more since then. And has drawn another free kick from the Denton challenge. Moving ball, go again. Only now do we reach half an hour. Just imagine being a West Ham defender at this point. Or indeed an attacker. Had one chance. I say he had it. She's fed it down there to Kirsty Smith, who in theory is a left wing back, but it's been more left back than wing, hasn't it? Wouldn't have expected to win here, West Ham. They have caused the odd shot this term. They've only won 3 games, though. 2 of the wins away. And a home win against Arsenal. Don't have a terrible goal-scoring record in relative terms for a team who are where they are, West Ham. They just don't keep clean sheets. One last time out, and that was the first since the second match of the season in October. Greenwood has been under no pressure on the ball in this game. Look at the space in front of her now. Just mooch forward at her own leisure. Into Fowler. New Zealand and Australia in harmony. Here's Greenwood. Comfortably stepping in and then loosely giving it away. Shaw trying to win it back. The ricochet falls nicely for Jess Park. And there's Tiziak to retrieve the situation for West Ham. Away kick for Tiziak. Yeah, she's looking for somewhere to go.
Good, widen out.
Sissoko.
Pocket to Nuke, pocket to Nuke. Press, stay in it. Come on!
It's very comfortable on the ball for City here. Trying to earwig the highly verbose Rhian Skinner on the touchline. At times she seems to be wanting a bit more sharpness in the closing down, but clearly not an out-and-out press, and you wouldn't necessarily expect that. Hasegawa, good switch. And you know Lauren Hemp will always be there. Wahabi gives her an option, which even when unused can be useful. Hiyashi and Hasegawa. Teammates in there. Another regular in that national side midfield, also playing in this league. Fuka Nagano of Liverpool. Ten minutes to half-time. It's a Blues cruise. One moment of alarm at the other end. The side nearly pulled one back. Paul Konchesky didn't work out as West Ham coach. He was the predecessor, and the Kiwi, Ollie Harder, before that, he was the coach for about a year and a half and just decided it wouldn't continue. He was in charge when West Ham got their one non-defeat, the win here, out of the 10 they've played against Manchester City. 9 wins, and that outlier, Hemp. Fowler. Thought she was going to take Kirsty Smith on the outside there. Infield instead to Park. Hasegawa, it's neat. It's a good tackle too. Important one from Shimizu. Speaking of stepping in, it's nicely done by Alex Greenwood. Confident for a centre-back to go in there and do that. Fowler. They're so used to seeing goals and wins here, maybe they become blasé. City fans are quiet, considering what their team are doing. 3-0 up here, and heading, surely without any doubt, 13 league wins in a row. That is absolutely phenomenal. It really is.
Block on!
Even the current Chelsea side haven't done anything like that.
First contact, Howard, do it early. Seconds! Tight.
Hemp away from Shimizu and away from Sissoko. Options left, right and centre. Perfect ball for Fowler. She had to just stop to get it, but she has got it. Mary Fowler, slice. She's clearly giving Gareth Taylor something that Chloe Kelly isn't, because Fowler keeps getting picked. It might be pace, might be something tactical. It certainly isn't goals, because Chloe Kelly scores a lot more goals than Mary Fowler does. She's only got 1 this season. 2 last, including 1 actually here against West Ham when City got 6. They should be aiming for that here again. Can't rest on it just because it's 3-0 and they've effectively got the game won. They've got to go for more. Wakey. Smith making a run left. Denton likewise on the right. The wing backs are up here for the Hammers. How's the Denton ball? A little bit awkward maybe. Made to look very comfy by Chiara Keating. Laila Wahabi. Coombs back to her midfield partner Hasegawa. Hasegawa tends to sit. Coombs, depending on the game, may sit with her or just have a little more licence to go. And generally in front of them, Jess Park here doing that. Very, very nearly. Cheeky little Lauren Hemp ball for Bunny Shaw. Jess Ziu giving it her best, chasing around there. She's barely had a touch of the ball on her return to the side. Irish international. That's an excellent challenge. Sissoko snapping into it on Laura Coombs. I can only presume that was an effort at a lob from Asai. Fowler with 2 for company. Smith is tight. And Fowler this time does take her on, and she's beaten her easily, and she's picked out Laura Coombs, who's picked out Mackenzie Arnold. Great acceleration from Fowler. When you see that and the little shift of body weight, you wonder why she's not taking on Kirsty Smith every time in those situations, because she's absolutely got the beating of it. Scored a few from midfield, Laura Coombs, this season. Generally, there are others to whom that job is given. Got one a couple of weeks ago against Brighton in the 4-1 win. She got 2 of the 7 that City scored against Tottenham. You know, they're a decent side. 7-0. They should be thinking in those terms here, you know. Good idea, says Rhian Skinner. Kirsty Smith had made a long run to try and get there. It means she's out of position, and Keating was spotting that gap over there and was thinking about getting it out there. 4 minutes, some stoppage time, not for injuries, but for goal celebrations before half-time comes.
Stay positive. One. Out!
Now they squeeze a bit. Zhu putting the pressure on. Keating will get rid. Smith into Yashi. That's a good cross. And Jess Zhu arriving. That's 2 presentable chances for West Ham in this first half. Kirsty Smith, great cross.
Good. Stay positive. Come on, Howard. Right. Good, that'll do. Hey, well done. Rose better. Good.
Alex, from there, just step to the winger straight away.
It was Zhu feeding it down for Smith a moment ago.
This one jump.
Change the movement.
And 2 chances.
Well done.
I guess it goes without saying. They've got to take anything they get, and probably more. As well as keeping the back door closed. Park here. You could tell she was always going to try and get that to him. Yeah, she did well to close it down. The danger remains. Layla Wahabi standing one up, too far for Shaw. Fowler will collect. City have plenty forward. And again, on the outside of Smith. And again, a cross that misses everybody. For the second time, Lauren Hemp thinks she's kept the ball in play when the officials don't. Well, quite often Gareth Taylor will spend a big chunk sitting higher up watching his team, which I always find strange that managers don't do more. Guess they feel they can't get messages across as easily. What you might say about that maybe Gareth Taylor knows, is that players aren't always listening that much anyway. You also have assistants who can do it, certainly get a better view of what's going on, clearly when you're higher up. It's a very simple team talk for him, I think. Don't slow the pace. Yes, we've got this in the bag. Keep going. That ball is always on. Hemp. For once, it's not a pinpoint cross. She's done her damage with that left boot already this half. Twice. Shimizu. That's a good ball. And the flag is up. Looked like Asai was just late. Well, early rather, the pass was late, if you get my meaning. Not that much in it though, a couple of feet probably. Keating made sure by getting there first in any case.
Step to the winger, Al. Good. Good. Go to Layla. Come on, Go low inside.
To the first of 2 added minutes.
Come on, Jess, come on, Jess, come on.
Sissoko going with Hemp. And like I say, at the other end, just went a bit early. And the damage done early here. Mistake, and Ueki here right at the end of the half to pull one back. Brilliant bit of defending from Alex Greenwood. Danger's not over. Deflected and off the bar. Wow. Jess Ziu so unlucky. Deep cross. Round the back again, Ziu. Hiyashi. Coombs will roll it to safety. Oh, that's brilliant from him to keep it in. Sissoko thought she'd muscle her out of it. Nearly became 3-1. Is there time for 4-0 at the other end? There is, you know. Jess Park is on. Here she is. Park! And pushed wide by Mackenzie Arnold. Frantic finish to the half at the Joy Stadium. So nearly 3-1 and so nearly 4-0. Just look at this from Ziu. Off Laila Wahabi, off the bar and out. Bunny Shaw down. We should have time for the corner, but probably nothing else thereafter. And here's the Park effort again. What's happened to Bunny Shaw there? Well, there's the half-time whistle. 2-goal hero Bunny Shaw might not be out for the second half, but she has hit goals 49 and 50 in her WSL career. It looks like her race may be run, though. Fowler and Park enjoying themselves too. Manchester City scoring twice in the first 3 minutes here. West Ham have had 3 great chances. Other than that, they've been totally outplayed. Serious concern about the WSL's leading scorer here. What you would say is their advantage is that big. It shouldn't be an issue for today, but thereafter, we'll have to wait and see. At the half-time at the Joy Stadium, plenty of joy, even with Shaw stricken. Manchester City are flying back to the top of the table. They're beating West Ham with 45 to play by 3-0. So, can they go and get more? Can they keep a clean sheet at the other end? Chloe Kelly for Bunny Shaw looked nailed on, didn't it? And indeed, that is a change that is being made. Having to make do with a place on the bench 4 games in a row, with Mary Fowler being preferred, but the number 9 may get a go as a number 9 here, or perhaps Fowler will come in field. We'll find out soon enough. But either way, Kelly is on for this second half. Clearly a concern. Bunny Shaw, will see, I guess, in the days to come, the level and extent of that injury. But they are away to the bottom club, Bristol City, next. Incidentally, Chelsea are at home to Bristol City as well, so they've got a chance of a big win there. Obviously, Manchester City will tell you it's only 1 game at a time and they're not looking at what Chelsea do, but of course it has a factor on it. And Chelsea, well, their other games are Liverpool, Tottenham and Manchester United on the final day, all away. City have to think that Chelsea will win the lot. That has to be the mentality. And so here we go, 45 to play here on a rare sunny afternoon in Manchester. And West Ham United, well, I guess given some hope in terms of at least scoring, if not winning, by the chances they did manage to create in that first half. Not many of them, but all the ones they did were big chances. could have and should have moments for them. Confirmation of the one change there, none for West Ham.
Jump round, jump round, jump round. Good. Higher up, tell the smudge.
40 seconds into the second half, Laila Wahabi had already scored within that amount of time in the first half. Her throw. There she is again. It does look as though Chloe Kelly has taken the centre-forward role, and she's interested here because Jess Park's rolling it forward for her. Sissoko, strong, always, and strong enough to deal with that situation. Such a combative player for someone so diminutive. Not just quality on the ball, but tenacity too. And the way she won that from Zadorsky, Jess Park with another reminder of what a good all-round young player she already is. Never mind what she might become. Good take from Kelly, but offside, just.
Good, Rico. Vivi.
To the face.
Okay, get it. Okay, get it.
Be ready. Good, Dewey. Back in.
Well done. Good, Maka. Good.
Hey.
Drop off, Amber. Good.
Sissoko all the way home.
Come up, organise.
Right, good, good.
One goal of goal difference better than Chelsea, as well as 3 points right now. 3 to play for City after this, 4 for Chelsea.
Detail on the passing.
Go on.
West Ham technically need 2 more points and Bristol City wouldn't be able to catch them. Hemp,
Sophie.
Hiyashi clears.
Open up.
Asagawa and Laila Wahabi as we settle into the familiar pattern of Manchester City possession.
So, be in between. Shalina can do that. On the travel. Good. Better, Lisa. She better. Up with them, Hanu. Well done.
So comfortable in there.
Come on. Good.
Asagawa to Fowler and back again.
On the inside of a sheet.
Greenwood. Hit some of those raking right to left balls.
Yeah, good.
West Ham narrowing up, and that ball to Hemp. Always an option. Little foul from Muweki on Alana Kennedy, spotted by Abby Byrne. Shimizu read that pass. Too much on that one for Asai. He was so well denied by Keating in the first half. Soon to be retiring club captain Steph Horton, centre of picture there. Fellow long servant, former England colleague Demi Stokes to the right as we're looking. youth too, with lots of Mace and Pritchard and Blinkilda Brown on that bench as well. Esme Morgan, Philippa Angeldal, an option you may well see in midfield at some point, quite often coming on for Coombs. West Ham have pinched it here, Ueki, and it's on for Asai. That wasn't the best pass though, just made her check her run. Still gets the shot away, and it's a brilliant shot. And for the second time in the game, West Ham have hit the woodwork. Won it back cheaply again here, and that's worth a hit as well. They've hit the woodwork again. It's a really curious game, this, in the sense that Manchester City, for 95% of it, have been so comfortable. Obviously, they're 3 goals to the good, and yet West Ham have nearly scored 4 or 5 times. I say, so unlucky here. That's a proper smack of the post, the follow-up, more a clip of the crossbar. Like most good teams who score a lot of goals and have a lot of ball, Manchester City can be got at because they do have a lot of players who are thinking front foot. This could have been anything, this game. 5-3. Probably a few too many alarm bells for his liking. New deal. Extending his time at the club. He's in his 4th season now. By a little bit, I think the consensus would be it's a slight overachievement that they're doing quite as well as they are. I mean, clearly a talented side with a lot of really good players. They're always going to be up at the right end of the table, but to be ahead of Chelsea at this point, I'm not sure they would have been necessarily expected to be the main threat to the perennial champions. Probably, well, certainly in terms of odds, and they're rarely wrong. Arsenal had that tag. Manchester United runners-up last season. City have just been superb.
Well done, Howard!
The key win in this streak clearly was the away win at Chelsea, doing what nobody had done for 2 years, winning at Kingsmeadow. Went into that game, if they'd lost it, Chelsea would have had a 6-point cushion at the top, and the league is realistically over at that point. But instead, Manchester City won, and totally deservedly so. The game here, which was game 2 of the season, they deserved to win that one as well, and were winning it before conceding in the 6th minute of stoppage time, when Alex Greenwood here was one of 2 Man City players who were sent off. Chelsea equalised, Chloe Kelly opener. Minute 96. Otherwise the picture might look a bit different. I suppose they've all got those stories though. Real belief. Layla Wahabi plays a lovely weighted pass into the run of Kelly. Hemp takes over. Look out West Ham. Asagawa. Too heavy for Mary Fowler. Yeah, she back to Arnold, into Tiziak, slightly heavy touch, and Jess Park so busy, on the case. Smith, round the corner, Fowler working hard to read that one. And then Asai likewise to win it back from Hasegawa. That's good from Asai, and she was fouled. Good record of scoring goals in France, Viviane Asai. Came from Bayern Munich, a team that was tough for her to get into. More a sub than a starter for the German Giants. Zadorsky out. Greenwood stepping in. Hiyashi showing good strength there. So Lana Kennedy had gone to cover where Greenwood wasn't, following the little venture forward a moment prior. Tiziak. Shimizu can still hear Rianne Skinner with almost every pass. Greenwood under pressure. Leia Alexandru was there, the right back tucking in. Seen that at this football club before. Hemp pass, Sissoko like she wasn't there. And just clipped by Arisa Shimizu. Late, certainly.
Narrow, good. Vivi, go side, Vivi, good. Shake. Good step.
There's a caution for Shimizu. First of the game. Fowler's done well inside Smith this time. Fowler again. Leila Wahabi wants it. Leila Wahabi gets it. Coombs cuts it back for Leila Wahabi. Bonnie Shaw is out watching with a boot on. Meanwhile, her colleagues look for number 4. Sissoko stepping in to stop it happening there. It's nicely done by Ueki. Good traditional number 9 play. Kirsty Smith playing it safe, probably not the worst idea. Bit of keep ball wouldn't hurt West Ham here. Arnold taking a chance with Chloe Kelly. Always alert. There is Bunny Shaw. An alarming sight. But, and always go with precaution, keeping weight off it for now, so it's not uncommon to see players leaving with a protective boot on, and it not being too bad. They will obviously hope that it isn't. Kelly here, corner. Wonderfully greedy goal scorer that Bunny Shaw is. She'd have fancied her chances of another hat-trick today. Scored 3 of them in the space of 5 games this season. Tottenham, Everton and Liverpool, either side of the new year. Fowler's going to take the corner, and it's short.
Yes, Jess. Yes, Jess. Good.
Fowler again.
Delay. Good. Yes, let's go. Come on, Jess. Good. Good.
Sidey Chloe. Sidey Chloe. Chloe, stay high. Jess, go with her.
Park with the closing down again. Gareth Taylor. Close and personal on the touchline again now this half. Coombs into Hemp. Fowler. Kirsty Smith has had a very busy day defending against her, and the Aussie has found Leah Alexandri. Now Kelly. For Fowler again. This would be a fine goal. Instead, it's some fine defending. Coombs joining up from midfield. Tiziak was there.
Brilliant. Dan, stay aggressive. Stay aggressive. Come on. Keep on him.
Been a good signing. Belgian international defender Amber Tiziak came in January of last season. Now, Keating didn't come, and this is Uweki, and she's put it straight at the City keeper. What a chance. Well, I said at the top of the show, she gives you a great many things, as you might expect from a, I guess, traditional number 9, but not quite the goal count, and that is a golden chance. They've had 5 of them in this game, West Ham. That's the bizarre thing about it. Such a flying start from City. Since the 2 goals in 3 minutes, the West Ham chances have actually been more and better. And that's another one gone begging. They should have scored a couple of goals easily here. They might have conceded a couple more as well. Must have been a pretty close-run thing for offside, Rico Uweki here. But Alana Kennedy was playing her on. That's a really disappointing finish. It's right up the middle. Laura Coombs has come off here. And the winter window signing, Laura Blinkilde-Brown, is on for her. A move that might not have happened had it not been for the Jill Roord injury. That effectively promoted Jess Park to the team and therefore needed a attack-minded midfielder. It would more than likely be a squad option, and Blinkilde-Brown from Aston Villa is that player.
Alex up.
Stay in there, Amber.
Do it, Chloe.
Dicey clearance again.
Dan, pressure.
Well done.
Tough team to get into when it's winning every week. Gareth Taylor is not a coach who switches his squad around much, certainly not in the league games anyway. Alexandri to Wahabi, 2 Spaniards who joined at the same time a couple of summers ago. Clever touch from Kennedy.
Well done.
The roar of pain is coming from Kirsty Smith, who was closed down sharply by Chloe Kelly there. One can only presume she caught her. Did look a little bit late, actually, from City's number 9.
Rick, get these guys.
Slow-mo isn't going to do it any favours. There. Ouch. Looks like West Ham are about to make their first manoeuvres. Emma Harries there. Treatment for Keating, who has had ongoing niggles despite playing. Not being overly comfortable about it. No Sandy McIver, as we know at the moment. And we've got Katie Startup on their bench. Emergency loan from Brighton. Noelle Roebuck at the moment either. Jess Ziu, only back following a hamstring issue herself, replaced Emma Harries in this lineup today, and one of the 2 changes from Rianne Skinner. That change is happening in reverse here. As the West Ham coach gets the chance to have a little impromptu team talk. Funny game, and West Ham have had their opportunities in it. Sandy McIver under the hat. Strapping Kiara Keating's leg tells a story that Gareth Taylor might be getting a bit twitchy about. First choice keeper, first choice centre forward, you don't want to be out without both of them. I wonder if it's in his mind to not let anything get any worse for Keating today. It's an option he could take. How much of a risk is it with a 3-goal lead? It might become a 4-goal lead. Chloe Kelly cuts it back. Did that not hit a hand? If it did, it was probably accidental. That's very unselfish from Chloe Kelly. Tiziak in the middle got something on it. I think maybe a foot and a hand. Surprised Chloe Kelly didn't go for goal. Very selfless of her. Well, I would say walking pace, but it's not even that. I'd have thought that Kiara Keating wants as few back passes as possible. That might be something Kennedy should be considering. Layla Wahabi, though, back to Alex Greenwood here. Asagawa. Kelly dropping in. Good centre forward play. The sprint is on. Sissoko will be quite the obstacle for Laura Blinkgilder-Brown to try and get around. It's a moment where she might have pulled the trigger. I think Hildebrand might have had a tap-in. It's a great pass, though, isn't it, from Fowler, and the run from Kelly. That's surely worth a smash from there. Sandy McIver, incidentally, who got a shot off a moment ago. Yet another in the women's game to fall foul of the dreaded ACL. The ligament that's causing the women's game such consternation.
Open up! Good, Amber!
Chelsea have had 4 players out this season with that issue. As I'm sure many of you will know, and maybe some have experienced, it's definitely a 9-month thing. Hemp for Layla Wahabi, Fowler in the middle. Chloe Kelly coming too. Zadorsky with the header. Park trying to keep the attack alive. 20 minutes or so to go. Considering it was 2-0 inside 3 minutes and 3-0 halfway through the first half, West Ham will consider this decent so far by way of response. I did fear for them a little bit, but actually they've had the better chances since the third City goal went in. There's a pretty big asterisk next to that. Zadorsky puts it out. Good-looking cross. Tiziak was there. Asai, good old-fashioned bump.
Cross, Jess. Stay there, Yuri.
But that one on her is a foul. According to Abby Byrne, and the card's coming out here for Alex Greenwood. Giving it back for a teammate, I think, and then perhaps a little more on top. Bosch. One all in cards. Say twice coming so close to scoring here. Meanwhile, treatment for Anouk Denton dropping all over the place right now. International duty for a lot of these players. City had a couple of decent cup runs on top of the league schedule, and as I mentioned, the team doesn't change that much. Gareth Taylor. At least Anouk Denton looks as if she is at least going to try and continue. Such a calm boss, Gareth Taylor. Ronnie Shaw talking to Philippa Angeldal there, who will be coming off Gareth Taylor's bench for too long here. Anouk Denton doesn't look like she is going to continue, actually. She's not. Shannon Cook has been getting far more game time this term than previously. He's on for the last 15 or so. Just saw Rhian Skinner talking her through some of the manoeuvres. I think that might have happened anyway. That's a good old-fashioned shinner from Hawa Sissoko, and even she saw the funny side of that. Sakawa to Park. And City, you feel like they're taking their foot off the pedal a bit here. Have to blow the whistle these days when a boot is lost. I reckon she'd still be pretty good without them.
Good. Oh, good, okay, good, good.
Back of it trodden on by Viviana Say in a free kick in a nice position here.
Be aware, Risa! Be aware! Good, Hunter! Rico, narrow! Ready to follow up! Good!
Follow straight in, yeah?
Block!
Alex Greenwood would be a realistic contender here, I think, to strike this.
Stay big! Stay big!
If indeed she's going for goal.
Big.
Although the defensive colleague Kennedy is going through the manoeuvres. Either a convincing decoy or the real thing. Oh, it's the real thing, all right. Cracking effort. Thudded clear by Mackenzie Arnold.
Get up! Get up!
Stop! Stop! Stop!
Greenwood keeps the City attack alive. Oh, that's good. It's Hemp and it's wide. Cracking effort from the free kick that was. Kennedy has scored one league goal for Manchester City. It was 2 years ago in a win here against Birmingham.
Go inside a little bit. Go on, go
Good,
inside.
You're close enough, Chloe, well done.
Good, get closer. Narrow, narrow.
Alexandric, so calm on the ball. Great to have in the squad because she could play right across that back four, and has done actually in the last few weeks alone. Mary Fowler, meanwhile, coming inside Zadorsky, on target but lacking power.
Get on the ball! Look at the ball! Get on the ball! Shannon! Good, good. Drop off, she! Drop off, she! Drop off!
Do it, Chloe! Do it, Chloe! Up to it if you can!
Closer, Emma! Closer!
Kelly with the closing down. Harries,
Good, Honor!
part of the Reading exodus following their relegation this time last season. Emma Harries.
Well done!
Hiyashi.
Well, ideas, good back.
Just trying to feed it through for Ueki, and that's good positioning from Leila Wahabi. Well, I think any Chelsea players putting their feet up after that sensational win over Barcelona away yesterday, watching this, will be quietly pleased it hasn't got worse, because 3-0 up 20-odd minutes in.
Shannon, do it together!
Goal difference could have taken a bit of a pounding. Still time for it. Not that much time. Into the final 10 as Hemp finds Leia Alexandri. Now Kelly, who's had one chance since coming on and opted to pass rather than shoot. Alexandri won it legally, according to Abby Byrne. Here's Fowler and Kelly.
Good, good, good. Shalina! 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 Up! Good, good. Do it early! Do it early!
Rhian Skinner's going to need a lie down after this. Shalina Zadorsky's ears are ringing. Kelly, delicate. Fowler, tight angle. Who's there? Surely! Laura Blinkilde-Brown. It's taken a long time to turn 3-0 into 4 with a whole load of scares in between. A lovely moment for the young English midfielder. Her first Manchester City goal, her first WSL goal. Made possible by that gorgeous pass from Chloe Kelly. You don't save those. Right in the corner of the roof. So the goal difference does get one better.
Jess.
Tiziak's header, Park's pass, Hemp. She had a head up and wanted to put someone in, but there wasn't really anyone making that run. Now they are. It's Mary Fowler, but it's too far. Marika Bergman-Lundin, one of the newest recruits. He's coming on here to replace Hiyashi in the middle of the park. She has generally been a substitute, the Swede, since joining in the winter window.
Switch, Lauren. Come on, Mary.
Replacing Lisa Evans in that number 7 shirt who went to Bristol City at the same time. Yellow card, Hawa Sissoko. She is no stranger to those. So many of them for so many years. She does an extraordinary job of keeping herself on the field. Yeah, a couple of reds. A couple of crazy reds as well. Generally speaking, goes right up to the line and more often than not manages to not cross it somehow. Real teaser of a pass here. Kirsty Smith will be thrilled to not be marking Mary Fowler about 10 minutes from now.
Stay in it now, Marika. Stay with her. Stay with her, Marika. Rico, come over. Rico.
Kelly back for Alexandri. Kennedy into Hasegawa. Greenwood. 5 minutes and stoppage time away from a clean sheet, but not without a fair bit of fortune. Crossbar clipped, the crossbar thumped, and the post thumped. Never mind the brilliant save from Assaye that Chiara Keating made in the first half. Gareth Taylor urging Mary Fowler on. This time Kirsty Smith wins the day. Beautifully done. Sissoko couldn't foul Jess Park. She wants number 5. Absolutely superb. Again, what a spring she is having. There's the broadest grin in the gaff. Couple more big bonus goals late on here for Manchester City. And they really could make all the difference. All Jess Park's work. Little bit of luck. Sissoko tried to get the toe in. One thought in her mind, and she followed it through brilliantly.
Emma, she, come on, let's go, come on.
Had to wait a long time to score goals for Manchester City. What a great shot that is.
Stay away, down the boundary.
The two camps. Leanne Skinner head bowed. Gareth Taylor arms up. All of a sudden, Jess Park just starring week in, week out, scoring and making goals. Here's Asai. The quality of chances they've created. You can't believe West Ham aren't on the ball, but they're not, and they're not going to get one there because the offside flag is up.
Emma, well done.
Fowler. Goes down all the way. 2 minutes of the 90 left, and we're hearing at least 7 minutes to add on. And that will be a concern. Everything else today has been good news for Manchester City. Concerns about Keating's right leg as well. That clearly is a thing that's being managed week to week. She's had the strapping on for a long time. It's a dangerous ball. Leila Wahabi into Yui Hasegawa, who seems always to be in the right place to be passed to by her defence, and that'll be a foul by Shimizu. Five could become 6 because Park is streaking clear again. Top stop, Mackenzie Arnold. Everything going for Jess Park these days until that moment. Got the better of Tiziak. One-on-one. She tried to wrong foot her. So clearly just loving her football at the moment. It's a pleasure to watch.
Ready, Chloe! Shoot, Jess! Jess, come on! Jess, to shoot! Push! Get ready, Meg! Go, Chloe! Go, Chloe! And again! Right.
Come on, baby, where you come? We need one.
8 minutes. We're well into the first of them. Manchester City doing the damage early and late. Bergman Lundin looking for a centre forward, finding Alex Greenwood. Here's Kelly. That had rounded off a Chloe Kelly goal. Sissoko's just missed it. Here's Hemp. Nicely worked. Just too heavy with the touch there. It's not often you say that about Lauren Hemp, but the push on the ball brought Mackenzie Arnold into the equation. Surely she's not injured too. Just see here, the touch coming there. It's good goalkeeping to close down the angle. Another stellar show.
If you step out to that one, make sure you stay in it for 10. You know when you step higher.
Before the Jill Roord injury, all 9 of Jess Park's appearances in the WSL this season have come as a substitute. Try getting her out of the team now. Alexandri, another good ball down that channel. Chloe Kelly goes for goal. Well, in that channel there, wider, Kirsty Smith, and infield, Shalina Zadorsky. They have had such a tough day at the office, and there have been a lot of clever passes like that. You'd always favour Mackenzie Arnold from that angle. Chloe Kelly would have been doing well. Very little goal to actually look at once you get to that point. Coming to the end of the third of 8 added minutes here. City have a corner looking for goal number 6. Arnold comes, didn't get a lot of it. Alexandri couldn't keep it down.
Shalina, you've got to cover on the inside. Got to get on the inside. Closer. Maybe closer.
Smith, really nicely done, popping it over Park. Look at her go, though, to try and win it back. It's well played, Kirsty Smith. Shimizu. Another unwanted clearance for that right leg of Kiara Keating. Oh, it's very coolly done by Leila Wahabi. Seems a long time ago now, because it was 93.5 minutes ago when she put City in front. Away to Bristol City next. The only team in the table beneath West Ham. An opportunity for another big win, not just a win. Home to Arsenal here, away to Villa to finish. Chelsea have 3 difficult away games and a home game against Bristol City.
Stay on the inside. Stay on the inside. Good, good.
One game short now of the Arsenal record set a couple of years ago of 14 consecutive league victories. They will surely level it with that Bristol City game next. And amazingly enough, it's Arsenal they would play to break the Gunners' record. Always fun how football tends to do things like that. Still looking busy to the very last. Park releasing Fowler. Shimizu in with the block. City have another corner. Keep going, says Gareth Taylor. He wants more, so do the fans. Still 2.5 minutes to go.
Yes, Emma! Very good! Tight! 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 Tighter! Tighter! Good! 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 Emma! Good!
They've certainly ridden their luck a bit to keep the clean sheet, as it looks like they're going to. There is something to be said for that, and I suspect Rhian Skinner will bring that up post-match. If we'd had a bit more fortune or taken our chances, it might have been a closer affair, but you can see twice in the first 3 minutes against a really good team. You're done for, really, especially when number 3 arrives 20 minutes later. Without a couple of really good Mackenzie Arnold saves, could have been worse, I suppose. A reflective scoreline would probably be something like 8-2. Ludicrous as that sounds, but it probably should have been something like that. Neatly done from Greenwood to Hasegawa. Party trick of the scoop as Shannon Cook clears. Jess Park announced locally as the player of the match as the full-time whistle goes. And this Manchester City winning machine just keeps on rolling. Back to the top they go. They needed to take advantage of the fact Chelsea weren't playing to put more pressure on. They have. It is 13 league wins in a row, one short of an all-time record. 2 more goals today for Bunny Shaw. We'll wait and see what the injury news is with her. That aside, a cracking day at the office yet again. City go 3 points above the champions Chelsea, having played a game more, and they've gone way ahead of them on the goal difference front as well, thanks to this. A thumping victory. West Ham could and should have scored themselves, but they were out of it, realistically, from a couple of minutes in, when they were already 2 goals down. Another super performance from Manchester City, and another win. 3 to play. And it's fantastic at the top of the WSL table. The full-time score from the Joy Stadium. Manchester City 5, West Ham United 0.
Manchester City 5, West Ham United 0. We'll have the comment here at Manchester City.